Good morning, everybody. Hope you're doing well as always, and officially welcome to Red Clay State Historic Park in Bradley County, Tennessee. Today, this is kind of an update video. This is not particularly an important episode of this whole series. Our original trip for today has been postponed rather. Our original destination for today was supposed to be South Fulton, Georgia. Unfortunately, I've had to postpone that trip because I am sick. I feel absolutely terrible. It's raining outside. Just a miserable day. I really don't like making these kinds of videos because they're not very entertaining or informative, or it literally just serves the purpose of like the show must go on, basically. Every Wednesday, 7 o'clock sharp. Gotta have something. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what it is, you gotta put something out there. But yeah, show must go on in some capacity, so I wanted to take the opportunity today and just make kind of a low effort, non-stressful video today. Just kind of talk about things, clear up some rumors, some drama, take some questions, discuss the future. I don't know what I'm gonna do exactly yet. I kind of have notes in my phone. I don't know what I'm gonna be talking about. If anyone is new here, welcome. I hate that this is the first video that you've clicked on, but whatever. This show is about city profiling. That's at least what the central theme for these videos are supposed to be. So every week, every Wednesday, 7 o'clock Eastern time. Did I already mention that? Yes, I did. Don't miss it. Every Wednesday, 7 o'clock Eastern time. Yeah, every week I upload one of these videos, and the plot is usually always the same. It's like, basically I get into my car and blindly drive off into the distance and end up in some new city that I've never been in before, and then once I get there, I walk around the city and learn about the city as I'm in the city. That's basically the point. So if you've just stumbled upon this video randomly, please don't think that this is the usual vibe. This ain't the vibe, ladies and gentlemen. This is pathetic. This is ridiculous. An absolutely miserable day. I mean, I've not seen one of these in a little bit. Last week I posted in the community section of the channel, I just posted that I was going to do a Q&A in this week's video. So this actually kind of worked out perfectly, because I don't know how I would have worked in a Q&A into the video that I was going to make. It would have been way too long. Surprisingly, I guess people do pay attention to the community section or whatever. I don't ever look at those posts. I did get some questions. I really didn't think I was going to receive any of these, but I did. So first question is from Otho Golden Ray 568. What got you into doing your YouTube channel this way? Yeah, I guess if you're asking like what got me into making travel videos, I really don't know if there's a good answer to that question or not. Since I was like 12 or 13, I've always kind of hopped on and off of YouTube, just making, I think I started out making gaming videos, imagine that. That's super out of character for me now, but I think at the time, at that time, back in the day, every teen kid wanted to be a gaming YouTuber. Yeah, so I've always just kind of hopped on and off the platform, and then I moved to college. When I moved to college, I got really into finance and investing in the stock market. I also learned a lot about video editing in college, and eventually those two things just kind of merged, and then I started a finance channel. So this channel originally started off as a finance channel of all things, and then that morphed into a channel about day trading, and then that morphed into vlogs about day trading and why I miserably failed as a day trader. I'm coming off as such a nerd right now. I'm gonna hate watching this video back. Yeah, I did not end up doing very well with the day trading thing, and that was almost the end of this channel. And then basically right after that period, I went on a trip with my ex-girlfriend. Shout out my ex-girlfriend. Thank you. Yeah, I went on a trip to Mexico, and it was a particular part of Mexico that I guess is not visited very often by gringo white boys like me, and so I thought that that would make an interesting video, so I recorded that. That's actually the first video on this channel. That was my first travel vlog, and then I just never really stopped making these, and now I'm just kind of here in this historical state park talking to you. I don't know, dude. Why do you do anything in life? Hope that answers your question. Thank you for the question. Next, Coy Lake asks, what is the scariest place you've visited so far? No, definitely. I have a video called Snake Den Mountain. That's what it's titled now. That is definitely the scariest place I have ever visited for a plethora of reasons. In that video, I decided to try something new and try and record and make something that was outside of the city. So I thought it would be a great idea to go into the mountains by myself to try and summit a mountain called Mount Gio in the Great Smoky Mountains, which is the literal second tallest mountain in that entire park. I think the original title for that video, it was something like, no experienced hiker tries to summit dangerous mountain in the winter alone. It's like the whole thing was just, it was a horrible idea. It's a particular section in the mountains there that is widely known for being very rugged and very advanced, even for like avid hikers. Like hikers don't even do that trail really. Yeah, but for some reason I was just like, yeah, it'll probably be a little difficult. It'll be fine. Brother, it was the worst experience of my life, and that is not an exaggeration. I tried to climb it by myself in freezing cold weather in literal tennis shoes. It is certainly the worst idea that I've had for a video up to this point. The whole thing was just totally reckless. I failed miserably. I think I got a little over halfway there and summited a completely different mountain, Snake Den Mountain. And when I got there, I remember that like my legs were in complete shock because they just weren't used to the elevation climb. I hadn't eaten anything that day, I think. It was like a whole new level of fatigue. The worst part about that trip though, I still think about this all the time. The worst part of that trip was trying to get back down off of the mountain. And in the video, I actually lied about my turnaround time. It was supposed to be, I think, 4:30 p.m. But I totally just ignored that and kept going anyway. I think a couple of hours or something. And so I was really late coming off of the mountain, which meant that I had no daylight like whatsoever for at least the last hour. It was certainly longer than an hour. Felt like 10 days. I really thought, I was like, dang, like there's really a chance I'm not gonna get off this mountain tonight. I had no flashlight. My phone died several hours before all that because it was so cold, so I had literally no light whatsoever. Okay, I've got to move really quick because I feel like I'm at a water park or something. Hold on a second. Anyway, yeah, I'm sure everybody knows this, but darkness at night when you're in the mountains, it is not the same darkness as when you're like in the city, because brother, you ain't got no street lights. When mama says come home, when the street lights turn on, you ain't got no street lights. They don't exist out there. All you got is the stars above your head. That's it. There ain't nothing else. Imagine being completely physically exhausted in freezing cold weather in an environment that you know absolutely nothing about. Wild animals running all around you. You're also like several miles from any other human being. You can't call anybody because your phone's dead because you're an idiot and you let it die. And lastly, just for fun, you have a blindfold strapped to your eyeballs. Can't see nothing. That'll make you a man real quick, let me tell you. So yeah, imagine that scenario. Imagine it. That's what it's like. It sucks, dude. I'm never doing that. I'm never going back into the woods ever again. Thank you for your question. Next question. Tell us about your personal life. Who should be hitting on you? Personal life at the moment honestly is not really all that interesting. This takes up a lot of my time now, which is a good thing. And who should be hitting on you? Are you hitting on me? I would say women between the ages of 19 and 25 preferably. Next question. Baby Ribs. Baby Ribs asks, dude, you gotta tell me, by the way, shout out Baby Ribs for absolutely no reason. A real OG. Thank you, Baby Ribs. Baby Ribs, dude, you gotta tell me what your spirit animal is, and also what's your star sign or MBIT. Also, shout out Pepper, by the way. Pepper, we love you, Pepper. that Foxy guy, a couple of OGs for you, real OGs. But anyone that watches the channel, thank you, I really appreciate it. You're all OGs in my book. Anyway, back to the question. Baby ribs. Dude, you gotta tell me what your spirit animal is, and also what's your star sign or MBIT. Spirit animal, that's a good question. Probably a pigeon, because they're always in the city and they're always in everybody else's way. What's your star sign? I'm a Gemini. I was born May 24th, 2000. I think I'm on the line or something. I don't know. I'm not really into that whole thing. I don't really believe in it. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think I'm wrong. And MBIT. I don't know what my MBIT is. I know that my Enneagram type, I've taken the Enneagram test several times and I keep getting the same thing. I'm a 5. I'm an Enneagram type 5 wing 4, so whatever that is in Myers-Briggs. Farfly7 asks, oh my god, the page just deleted itself. Farfly7 says, what are your hobbies outside of making content? Boring answer, but I don't really do much of anything besides this now. In terms of hobbies, like this really is pretty much it. I used to do some stuff. I'll probably do some other stuff in the future. I'm really just doing this right now. Alright, last question. Do you have any plans to travel to more countries soon? Really enjoys the video, blah blah. Really enjoyed the videos, man. Thank you. I don't have any planned trips yet, but I do have an idea of a couple of countries that I'd like to go to next. Uruguay, Namibia, Russia. I'll probably do your basic, boring European countries at some point. France. Spain, Germany. I also, for whatever reason, have become interested in those stupid little islands that are like way the hell up in Canada, because there are people that live up there. Why are y'all up there? And how did you get up there? And why did you stay there? Like, does anybody know anything about those people? Have we checked on them? I don't know. And thus concludes the Q&A section of the video. Thank you once again for your questions.